watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I bust soon, soon. Knew as a child back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my broom, vroom. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom.
What is the crack, people? Behind me is a very tidy Subaru Impreza WRX. Very low mileage. Also happens to be a Japanese import, and we're going to put it through its paces today. So without any further ado, my name is Jordan, and welcome back to Carspot. Connor, thank you for coming on today, man.
No bother.
Subaru Impreza WRX.
Yeah.
What year is the car?
2005.
And it is a Hawkeye for all the keen viewers that's going to be looking at the video.
Yeah.
Was it always your preference to go for a Hawkeye as opposed to your bug eye and your blob eye? And
No, not really. I was actually after a blob eye, and I went to look at one, but it's absolute scrap. And then I seen this one actually up in Donegal. Took a drive up to see it, and just from the moment I seen it, it was just like, right, have to have it. And I came home with it that day.
I mean, look at that car. Like, we're going to try to do it justice the best we can. Like, it is mint. It is absolutely mint. Part and parcel to the mileage, which is
62, just over 62,000. Yeah.
I mean, on a car which is nearly 20 years old.
Yeah.
Credit, like
Unheard of, really.
Also, Japanese import. What about getting the car registered and stuff? Was that a difficult process?
For anyone looking to do it, I would say don't. No, like it is difficult, but you can understand why. So this car was actually brought into the south of Ireland in 2017, the dealership in Donegal. Guy up there obviously got it registered, so I had to register it for the first time in the UK myself. Process took about 4 months all in all, so it is a bit painstaking, but in the end, like it's absolutely worth it, you know. So.
And you haven't really driven it an awful lot, really, since you've got it, like?
Not really, no. I would say in the first year between MOTs, I put 1,080 kilometers on it, so it's basically an ornament, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what I bought it for, you know. For good days, like, you know, we're having now.
Right now, yeah.
Go out, rip a bike around the road on it, and you know, try and keep it well. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So EJ20.
EJ20, yeah.
Which is also a bit of a talking point for a lot of the people that sort of are into their job, specifically Subaru Imprezas as well. They were more common in the EJ25, which is a 2.5 litre.
Yep.
So again, a bit more of a rarity, the fact that it's a 2 litre.
Exactly, and I think most of the Hawkeye ones that we see in the UK are all, as you say, the EJ25, the 2.5 litre. This one's 2 litre. I don't know why, but they brought out a 2 litre and JDM models of them. But the good thing is it's a bit cheaper to tax, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
So I think standard 226 brake horsepower. Hasn't really been much done to the engine. To be fair, it's pretty standard apart from stage 1 induction kit. So it's a Blitz Super Core. And apart from that, with blow off valve and stuff like that as well. But
the standard HKS Super as
yeah.
well, which you hear, I mean, we got it on video as well. It sounds epic, to be honest. Suspension, so what is it? Is it on coilovers, is it?
Coilovers, yeah, so HKS fully adjustable coilovers. I haven't touched it now from I bought the car. I love the height, love the comfort of it. Is a wee bit bumpy when you kind of want it to be, but at the same time, it's just nice and stiff as well. So
it sits great as well.
Yeah,
you know,
no, the height wise, it's almost perfect. Haven't heard it rub or buff once, so
class.
That's where we'll keep it. So I'm not touching it.
Yeah, no, I don't think you need to be honest with you. Standard brakes in the car still, yeah?
Yeah, standard brakes. Although, I mean, I think I've said this to you before, Jordan, when I've been talking to you. I got absolutely no paperwork with this car at all. So I think there has been work done to it. You can tell when you're driving it, obviously. Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel like it's the standard 226, although from what you can actually see, you know, I don't think there's much more done. Could be mapped.
Could be.
So the brakes, as far as I'm aware, yeah, are standard, but I mean, they look pretty nice as well. You don't often see the sort of Subaru logos and stuff on it as well. Like sometimes they're just coloured.
Yeah.
But yeah,
yeah,
pretty nice.
The wheels are lovely as well. I just want to point out. you know, obviously you're not seeing a lot of Impreza WRXs with the gold.
Yeah.
And this, we were just talking off camera, these are a gloss copper.
Gloss bronze.
Bronze.
Yeah, so Bola B9s, 18-inch. But yeah, no, pretty rare. I haven't actually seen too many Imprezas at all, regardless of what sort of style. Lobby, Hawkeye, you know, even the newer ones. That's kind of the only one I've ever seen with those wheels on it, to be fair. And they, as you say, in that colour, not actually gold, bronze.
And you know, as well, like, considering that they're aftermarket, they suit the car really well.
Yeah,
they really, really do.
Yeah.
Exhaust system, we think it's some custom job.
Not sure.
Some custom job.
Yeah, but it's, you know, you'll hear in the audio as well. There's a big note off it. Yeah. It has that classic kind of Subaru rumble, which it's just hard to beat really, but it comes through pretty well. No, not as you said, not sure the maker model, but pretty convinced straight pipe the whole way through.
Yeah, I don't think there's any argument with that, to be honest. I mean, the boxer engine is just, I love the rumble of a boxer engine, it's just class. Cosmetically as well, body kit and splitters and stuff it has done as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, so like you can see from this one, it's the full sort of JDM spec, you know, the deeper sort of skirts and stuff. So the front splitter I put on myself, it's like the Aero D style front splitter, are pretty common. Side skirts are ChargeSpeed skirts, and then the back bumper is ChargeSpeed back bumper. But you can see, like most of the Jap import cars as well, as I said, it sits deep and comes out a wee bit, which it looks lovely there. And I think you pointed it out earlier, it sits pretty well with the exhaust here.
Like flush,
it almost hides it.
I thought, yeah. Not that there is much hiding of it.
But you see a lot of the chasers have sort of similar style body kits, so yeah, it's along the lines of that, yeah.
WRXs as well, another thing. So that's an SCI style spoiler at the back, isn't it?
I think, well, yeah, but I think it's more of an SCI spoiler, and then I just added these wee
the stiffies?
The stiffies on.
Yeah, it looks really well as well. I think those, whatever you want to call them, stiffies, canards, I'm not too sure. I'm sure somebody will know, but they look really, I think they just give it a whole new sort of look, really, don't they?
I think they're supposed to have some sort of purpose. I don't know, maybe a bit of down speed at road legal speeds, you know. But
yes. Or if you go to Mexico, you know,
exactly,
push her on a wee bit as well.
But yeah, for me, I just think it looks a wee bit better. Yeah. It just looks a wee bit sportier and more like the rally spec.
Yeah, I mean, it is a road going rally car, right? I mean, that's what's cool about it. Like, you know, for me, it's like you whenever you're driving this car, you're probably thinking you're Colin McRae, like.
Aye. Always.
Always. We'll see that there soon, so we will.
The RSE there, just in case we blow the engine. Handy knowing that they're sitting there, like, isn't it?
Your breakdown cover.
What a day to be out doing a road test,
Police everywhere. I was just thinking that. The police are all over the show.
For Gavin, PSNI, are on the road, we're looking to blast up, like.
Obviously, you had a 1.6 Impreza back in the day, you were saying there, and that's sort of then the evolution of that is why you got this. Was there ever a consideration to go for the rival and get a Mitsubishi Evo at any point?
Not really, no, which is a wee bit weird. And it's not to say I don't like Evos, like I do like them, I like the look of them, I think they're class. In fact, I would say the Evo in some cases is probably a better looking car than most Imprezas. But you just don't get the same vibe with it, I don't think.
It's boxer engine.
It's that noise and grumble even, you know, when you're going through town 20-30 mile an hour, you know, you've still got that pop,
yeah,
you know,
the sort of
rumble. You don't get that with Evos, like.
No.
A friend of mine actually had an Evo years ago as well. He's only 19 at the time. Traders insurance, so yeah, that was eventful. But it's such a car, like. It was an absolute weapon of a thing, especially when we were so young, and to have something, you know, so powerful at that age.
At that age.
I don't know, they're just not for me. Like, if you put an Evo and an Impreza in front of me, I think I would buy the Impreza every single time. Like,
Yeah. Oh, we pop out the background. Jesus, that was fast to 40 mile an hour there, wasn't it?
it's quick to 40, like, isn't it? Not to 40 in just a blink of your eyes.
Blink of your eyes. It feels torquey, like it feels very torquey.
Yeah, I think
that's a low down power in it, like.
I think most Imprezas are, to be fair. Like as I say, like that wee 1.6 one I had years ago, my dad had actually bought it. He always wanted the 2-litre one, but at the time, well, I don't know what his decision was, but he came home with the 1.6 one, and do you know what? Like at the time, I was only maybe 11, so to me it was still a Subaru.
Of course.
There was a guy, and I think it was like Leicester or something, was selling one, and I actually rung him. It was like, you know, can I come over and see it and price flights and stuff to go for? But he was supposed to ring me back and stuff, and you know what? I've just no time for people. You know, if you've an interest in something that don't get back to you, like it was kind of like if we don't want to sell it, then I'm not going to buy it. But it was a lovely wagon. The Bola B9 one. Again, like, you know, she was a JDM, lowered, blue with gold wheels, everything you needed basically.
How do you continue talking whenever you're giving it stacks? Jeez, it's like it's on rails, this car. There just is no, it doesn't slide at all, it sticks to the ground.
She said earlier, you know, it's like having your own wee rally car, like, almost.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's not even any like rattles or.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
like,
the only rattle you can hear is probably just the coins, not we change box out. Like, but
Euros type.
you know, weirdly enough, Subarus always did get a bad name for their build quality. Like the inside of them, the dash and all, people were like, they're just not great, you know.
Yeah.
Like even to look at it, it doesn't look as solid as some German cars and stuff.
Yeah.
But like you've said there, like it's solid. You don't hear a rattle. You don't hear a knocking off.
Not a thing out of it. I suppose again, 62,000 miles. Like, you know, you're when you're on such low mileage as well,
Still
it's
only
going to be all tight and all, like, isn't it? So obviously you have as your daily driver a Mercedes C-Class as well.
Yeah.
It's 2008, isn't it?
2008, yeah.
And obviously this being an 05 and being Japanese, when you compare, you know, when you're driving this versus driving that, obviously world apart, two different types of cars, is a performance car, etc. But build quality, like what's your thoughts on Japanese versus German build quality? Do you think they're on par, or one's better than the other, or?
I'll tell you the truth, I haven't really thought about it that much, but I've been in a few different Japanese motors over my time. Like, you know, I haven't owned that many, but like my mates over the years have had Type R's and stuff. Like some of the newer ones, Japanese motors, really good build quality. The older ones, maybe not so much. The worst thing I think about the Japanese cars, especially JDMs, is the fact that I don't think they're treated the same way. You know, the metal, so quite a lot of them rust very easily. The old one I had to be 1.6. Suffered it really badly in the back arches. So I had to weld a couple of spots in the arches at one stage, but like apart from that, you know, the build quality of them is pretty good. It's always weird as well, you know, when you get into, I don't know if you've drove Jap cars, like, but the way in your standard car with German, like I've the American all as well, but your indicators, everything's on the left. On the Jap motors, everything's on,
yeah. But that doesn't apply to Japanese UK, like for
no,
UK.
it does. It does, yeah. Because I think I told you I had like the wee 1.6 Impreza years ago as well.
Yeah.
And the indicators and all were always on the right hand side. It's just weird, you know, when you're coming to the junctions. I'm putting the window wipers on when I come out. Everybody's looking at me like, oh, don't know how to drive this.
A big one there.
It just seems to be there's a wee sweet spot somewhere. If you change gear at that sweet spot, that's you. Like
our friends again.
They're everywhere today.
They are.
Hop in the car, I told them all that I was soon. Know as a child back in the womb. Told her sit
Look at it.